wanna see some more?
That's how I be heading. It's for all my not a band. For my ladies on stage, they clapping transaction.
I came in nothing but some raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them racks. The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success and promoting.
Wisconsin. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers taking on Sam Darnold and the Minnesota Vikings.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the third overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold going to throw right away. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And he's gotten to the stage of his career where Justin Jefferson is the type of receiver that doesn't matter what the coverage is, quarterbacks are going to throw him the football, and he picks up a first down there. When he's on the field, he makes a strong case as the best receiver in the NFL because he knows how to get open no matter how many people are around him.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Dancing away at the 35. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 6 carries, 78 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Second down and 4. Up the middle, Jones. Able to slither by. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Quickly to Hawkinson. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold rolling to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Sam Darnold with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Nothing is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. An inside give to Jones. Oh, able to avoid him, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Now the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw now. Here's Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Love looking to throw it. Pressure comes and down it goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week. His first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
10 yards, good for a Viking first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch.
There he goes, right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 78 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Jones will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. One back in the game, that's Jones, second and goal. They'll give it to him again, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. and there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Second down and 4. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love now. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Going back to Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
First down, Love to pass. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Or maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hadn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Love. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Love. A short throw to Musgrave. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender and making a nice play, even though it was completed.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this time not as successful as he'll back the line of scrimmage and no more. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. Second and 7. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Love. Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So his first sack of the game at CD, not his first of the season. He has shown an ability to get after the quarterback here early in his rookie year.
Yeah, and that just goes along with everything else we already knew about him. We knew his ability to tackle and to make plays behind the line of scrimmage. But any kind of pass rush you get almost seems like a bonus. I think they'll use him that way a lot more moving forward.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. Nearly a huge return. It is still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to.
There he goes, left side. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big run there by Jones. And even 50 yards on the ground. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Darnold. Complete. Jefferson the target. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Darnold from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Throwing. Love. He finds his man. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play.
Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. 3rd down, Love, and that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Powerful running. He's got room to roam. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the final second have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Minnesota, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will try to get back into the swing of things next week on the road. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.